Hello everyone, welcome back to my class. This is our second class. So students, in first class of complex numbers, we discussed the basic things of complex numbers. Now, today we will discuss some important rules of complex numbers or algebra of complex numbers. Okay, now let's see. So, algebra of complex numbers. In this section, we shall develop the algebra of complex numbers. So, addition of two complex numbers. Let z1 equals to a plus ib and z2 equals to c plus id be any two complex numbers. Then the sum z1 plus z2 is defined as follows. So z1 equals to a plus ib and z2 equals to c plus id. So z1 plus z2 equals to a plus c plus I into b plus d. Okay, that's mean sum of the real part plus I into sum of the imaginary part. Okay, that's mean suppose z1 equals to a plus ib and z2 equals to c plus id. So z1 plus z2 equal to a plus ib plus c plus id. So here real part a, okay, and c, that's mean a plus c in bracket plus if we common I, then b plus d. Clear? So students, since z1 and z2 are two complex number, then z1 plus z2 is also a complex number. Clear? So for z1 plus z2, real part is a plus c and imaginary part is b plus d. Clear? For z1 plus z2, real part is a plus c and imaginary part is b plus d. Clear? So next, the addition of complex numbers satisfy the following properties. Okay, the first one is the closure law or the closure property. The sum of two complex numbers is a complex number. That's mean the sum of two complex numbers is also a complex number. Clear? So z1 plus z2 is a complex number for all complex numbers z1 and z2. Clear? Next, the commutative law or the commutative property. For any two complex numbers z1 and z2 such that z1 plus z2 equals to z2 plus z1. That's mean if we add z1 plus z2 and if we add z2 plus z1, then both are equal. Okay, that's why z1 plus z2 equals to z2 plus z1. That's mean commutes each other. Okay, so this property name is the commutative property. Next one is associative property or associative law. For any three complex numbers z1, z2 and z3 such that z1 plus z2 in bracket plus z3 equals to z1 plus in bracket z2 plus z3. That's mean if we add z1 plus z2, okay, and after that if we add z3 with z1 plus z2, then this equal to if we add z2 plus z3 and after that if we add z1, both are equal. Clear? That's mean if we add at first we add z1 plus z2. Clear? And after that we add z3. So this is equal to, first we add Z2 plus Z3 and after that we add Z1. So both are equal. This property name is associative property or associative law. Okay. Next, the existence of additive identity. Okay, there exists the complex number 0 plus I into 0 denoted as 0. Why 0 plus I into 0 denoted as 0? Listen, in real numbers 0 means simply 0, but in complex numbers 0 means 0 equals to 0 plus I into 0. Clear? In real numbers 0 means simply 0, but in complex numbers 0 means 0 plus I into 0. That means 0 equals to 0 plus I into 0. Why? Because in complex numbers all numbers is of the form a plus ib form. That's why 0 equal to 0 plus I into 0. Clear? So the existence of additive identity, there exists the complex number 0 plus I into 0 denoted as 0 called the additive identity or the zero complex number, such that for every complex number z, comma z plus 0 equals to 0. Here 0 means 0 plus I into 0. Okay, this 0 in complex number 0. Okay, so 0 is the additive identity or the zero complex number such that for every complex number z, such that z plus 0 equals to 0. That's mean if we add 0 with any complex numbers, then the given complex number comes up. Suppose let the given complex numbers be z. Okay, and if we add 0 with z, then z plus 0 equals to 0. Sorry, z plus 0 equals to z. Or if we take suppose a complex number z1 and we add 0 with z1, then z1 plus 0 equals to z1 comes up. Okay, that's why the existence of additive identity, there exists the complex number 0 plus I into 0 denoted as 0 called the additive identity or the zero complex number, such that for every complex number z, such that z plus 0 equals to z. Clear? So 0 is the additive identity. Clear? Okay. So students, next one is the existence of additive inverse. To every complex number z equal to a plus iv, we have the complex number minus a plus I into minus b denoted as minus z, called the additive inverse or negative of z. We observe that z plus minus z equals to 0. Clear? So for every complex number z equal to a plus ib, we have the complex number minus a plus I into minus b denoted as minus z, called the additive inverse or negative of z. Okay, so we observe that z plus of minus z equals to 0. Clear? So minus z is the additive inverse of z. Clear, student? Now students, remember one thing. Okay, for additive identity, okay, for additive identity always the given numbers comes up. Okay, so for additive identity, here the given number is z. That's why z plus additive identity, so 0 equal to z comes up. Clear? So students, remember that for additive identity always the given number comes up. Okay, that's mean equal to the given complex number. Here the given for additive identity the given complex numbers is z, that's why z plus additive identity equal to z, the given complex number. Clear? But for additive inverse, okay, for additive inverse always equal to additive identity comes off. Clear? For additive inverse always equal to identity comes off. Clear? That's mean z plus something equal to identity means 0. So definitely if we add minus z, then additive identity comes. Clear? So remember that for additive identity equals to z, that's mean equal to given number comes up, and for additive inverse equal to identity comes up. Clear? Okay, so remember all these things again. So first one is closure law. So closure law is if z1 and z2 be two complex number, then z1 plus z2 is also a complex number. Okay, next commutative. If z1 plus this is z1 plus z2 equal to z2 plus z1, this is commutative law. Next one is associative law. That's mean z1 plus z2 plus z3 equals to z1 plus z2 plus z3 in bracket. Okay, next the existence of additive identity. So for all z, listen, this is the for all sign. Okay, for all z, z plus additive identity, that's mean 0 equals to z. Okay, and next the existence of additive inverse, that's mean again for all z. Okay, z plus minus z equals to 0. So 0 is the additive identity and minus z is the additive inverse of z. Clear? So closure property, closure law, the commutative property, the associative property, and the existence of additive identity, and last one is the existence of additive inverse of complex numbers. Okay, everything is clear. Now difference of two complex numbers. Given any two complex numbers z1 and z2, the difference z1 minus z2 is defined as follows. That's mean if z1 and z2 two complex number, then the difference of z1 and z2 denoted by z1 minus z2 and defined by z1 minus z2 equal to z1 plus of minus z2. Clear? That's mean z1 minus z2 equal to z1 plus of minus z2. Okay, so as for example 6 plus thrice I minus 2 minus I equal to 6 plus thrice I plus, this is minus 2 and minus of minus I, that's mean plus I. So after that the result is 4 plus 4i, because 6 minus 2, real part 6 and real part minus 2, 6 minus 2, that's mean 4. After that plus thrice I and plus I, so plus 4i, and 2 minus I in bracket minus of in bracket 6 plus thrice I equal to, it can be written as 2 minus I, and this is plus of minus 6 minus thrice I. So 2 minus 6, that's mean minus 4, and here is minus I minus thrice I, that's mean minus 4I. Clear? So the difference of two complex numbers z1 minus z2 equal to z1 plus of minus z2. Okay, and the remainings are same as before. Okay student, so up to difference of two complex number complete. So now students, thank you, bye, stay safe, stay at home.